Leopold Bloom is the fictional protagonist and hero of James Joyce's Ulysses, his peregrinations and encounters in Dublin on 16 June 1904 mirror, on a more mundane and intimate scale, those of Ulysses, Odysseus in Homer's epic poem The Odyssey. The character was inspired by James Joyce's close friend Aron Ettore Schmitz, author of Zeno's Conscience.Bloom is introduced to the reader as a man of appetites. Mr. Leopold Bloom ate with relish the inner organs of beasts and fowls. He liked thick giblet soup, nutty gizzards, a stuffed roast heart, liver slices fried with crust crumbs, fried hencood's roes. Most of all he liked grilled mutton kidneys, which gave to his palate a fine tang of faintly scented urine. The Bloom character, born in 1866, is the only son of Rudolph Varag and of Ellen Higgins, an Irish Protestant. He is uncircumcised. They lived in Clanbrassil Street, Portobello. Bloom converted to Catholicism to marry Marion Tweedy on 8 October 1888. The couple have one daughter, Millicent, born in 1889. The son Rudolph, born in December 1893, died after 11 days. The family live at 7 Eccles Street in Dublin. Episodes in Ulysses relate a series of encounters and incidents in Bloom's contemporary Odyssey through Dublin in the course of the single day of 16 June 1904. Joyce aficionados celebrate 16 June as Bloom's Day. As the day unfolds, Bloom's thoughts turn to the affair between Molly and her manager, Hugh Blazes Boylan, and, prompted by the funeral of his friend Paddy Dignam, the death of his child, Rudy, the absence of a son may be what leads him to take a shine to Stephen, for whom he goes out of his way in the book's latter episodes, rescuing him from a brothel, walking him back to his own house and even offering him a place there to study and work. The reader becomes familiar with Bloom's tolerant humanistic outlook, his penchant for voyeurism and his infidelity. Bloom detests violence, and his relative indifference to Irish nationalism leads to disputes with some of his peers. Although Bloom has never been a practicing Jew, converted to Roman Catholicism to marry Molly, and has in fact received Christian baptism on 3 different occasions, he is of partial Jewish descent and is sometimes ridiculed and threatened because of his being perceived as a Jew. Elsewhere in popular culture, writer-director Mel Brooks used the name Leo Bloom for the mousy accountant in his film musical The Producers. Leo is a nervous accountant prone to panic attacks, who keeps a security blanket to calm himself. Nevertheless, it is Leo who has the idea of how to make money from a failed play. In the 2005 film, after realizing his inner potential, Leo loudly asks, "When's it gonna be Bloom's Day?" Hidden in the background of the office of Max Bialystock is a calendar marked for June 16, which is Bloom's Day. Former Pink Floyd bandmate Roger Waters references Leopold Bloom in his song Flickering Flame as sitting with Molly Malone. It has also been suggested by Jeffrey Meyer in Orwell's Apocalypse. Coming up for air, modern fiction studies that George Orwell's primary character George Bowling in Coming Up for Air was modeled on Leopold Bloom. Leopold Bloom also serves as an archetype due to his non-identity and political indifference for the nihilistic and apathetic mass in contemporary society in the French radical fringe publication Tikkun. Grace Slick's song Rejoice for the album After Bathing at Baxter's concerns the novel Ulysses, and Bloom is mentioned in the song. Leo Bloom King is the protagonist and narrator of Pat Conroy's 2009 novel South of Broad. His mother is a huge fan of Joyce.